Uh, Trying to make sure that everyone can see and hear me. Okay. Move that over. Okay, there you are. Good evening, guys and gals. If you can see and hear me clearly, please type a 1 in the chat. I wanted to hop on a little bit early just in case I had any technical difficulties, because you all know how these things can be. You all know how technology sometimes can be your best friend. It can be your worst enemy. You already know. So if you can see and hear me, please type 1 in the chat. And I'm just trying to make sure that I can see myself on these multiple platforms. So I'll just give it another minute or two before we get started, to give some other people a chance to come into the live. So again, if you can see me and hear me, type 1 in the chat. Yep, type 1 in the chat if you can see and hear me. Okay, I can see myself. Okay, so that means I'm live. Good evening, everyone. Okay, so we're up and running. I want to be respectful of everyone's time. I know y'all got plans for Friday night, but guess what? I am in the house being obedient and trying to do what I'm being called to do, to give this information to you. So I know it's Friday night, and trust me when I tell you, I know that you all would rather be out doing something else right now, but we're in the midst of the pandemic still, and I'm still in creativity and building mode. So I have been trying my best to continue to build throughout this pandemic, and because I see the bigger picture and I see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I want to be able to come out of this pandemic saying that I've been able to create some things and been able to do some things that are affecting other people's lives, on a positive level. So I'm here for you guys. I've been posting um, about the different things that you can do to build up your business credit since the beginning of the month. So I wanted to do a live Q&A session to see if you all have had a chance to just go through the content and see if you have any questions, because if you have questions, we're going to take the time tonight to get those questions answered. So you can type in the chat. You can type your question in the chat and we will get those questions answered for you. So type a 1 in the chat if you are an aspiring entrepreneur. If you are an aspiring entrepreneur or an aspiring business owner. So meaning that, you have a gift, you have a talent, you have an ability that you want to showcase to the world, but you have not taken the necessary steps to file your paperwork. You do a little bit of business here and there, but you don't have anything solidified on paper. So type a 1 in the chat. Type a 1 in the chat. Okay, so this is an interactive session. So I am hoping that you guys came with some questions for me regarding business credit. And if you've had a chance to absorb the information that I've been posting for the past couple of weeks. Come with your questions. What questions do you have for me? Do you have questions for me? Come with your business credit questions. So let me just share my screen for a quick minute, just to sort of get the discussion going. And if you can, just type a 1 in the chat if you can see and hear me clearly. I did my best to try to get everyone into the group because I saw that there was some additional interest of people that wanted to be added. So if I saw a comment from you earlier on my personal page that you wanted to be added to the page, I went on ahead and got you in. But you have to, if you know anyone that requested to be added, but they're not in yet, give them the name of the page so that they can go ahead and accept the request to add them in, because I know some people requested to be added into the group and they already had an invite sitting out there, because I added a bunch of people into the group when I first started it a few months ago. So all right, so let me go ahead and share my screen. I just want to give you guys a sneak peek into the business credit mastery course so that should you decide to enroll, you'll know what to expect and exactly what you're going to learn. A lot of the information that's been dropped in this group a lot of it is pretty basic. People in the business credit building industry, this is information that's been out there for years, so this is like public information that you would normally have access to if you just went on the internet and did some searches. Me personally, for those that don't know me, my name is Tamara T. Bush, and I have been in the financial industry for over 2 decades now. So my knowledge base spans multiple areas of expertise in finance and business, right? So everything that I'm teaching in this group is either information that I've had to pay for to obtain, by way of different courses and seminars and mentors that I've done business with, previous jobs that I've worked in the financial industry, different coaching classes that I've taken, business practices that I have actually put into place with my own business, and I continue to put those same business practices into place. Everything that I'm teaching here in this group is something that I have done myself, or I have seen my colleagues do and have been successful at doing. So this information is proven. These are all time proven methods. I personally witnessed people have had different types of success with some of the strategies that they've been able to implement in their business. I have been in the industry, the business credit and personal credit restoration industry since 2011. So it's been quite some time. And I've sort of been helping people behind the scenes. I haven't done a lot of social media, but I do realize that a lot of conversations take place on social media. So I just decided to put myself in the forefront to begin to offer a lot of the information that I've held on to for quite some time. So, from my perspective, I keep myself educated and I keep myself up to date on what's going on in the, certain industries, specifically business credit and personal credit restoration, because these are the types of things that are important to me. And these things, we have to continue to have these conversations in our community in order to sort of bridge the wealth gap and create generational wealth for our families. So from my perspective, I'm trying to help as many families as I can create generational wealth. The way that you do that is by asset protection, consistent positive credit practices, and through your finances. Those are the three things that are going to help to generate generational wealth. And what I've learned in business is that in order for my business to grow, I have to invest in it. I have to utilize those people around me that are where I want to be. And it costs money for me to stay abreast of all of the changes that's going on in the industry. Okay. So it's important to me to invest in those areas of my business that's going to allow me to continue to grow and thrive. So I just wanted to share that with you all. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And you guys let me know if you can see this or not. All right, so this is sort of a sneak peek into the course that is going to be launching on October the 1st. And right now the course is in pre-sale. So if you were to go and purchase the course right now, you would not be able to access the content of the course until October the 1st. All right, that's the launch date. This is the Business Credit Mastery Overview. Now, Chapter 1 is where we talk about your business credibility, because no one is going to lend to you. No one is going to you unless your business is properly structured. So chapters 1 and 2 is where we actually take you through the steps to get your business properly structured. Violet, you're actually in the live. If you head over to the Sourceman Associates business page, you may be able to see it there. Or if you go to, I should be streaming live on my YouTube page as well. Let me just make sure that I'm streaming live. All right, so if you go over to Tamara the Consultant, if you go over to that YouTube page, you'll be able to see the live stream over there as well. I can see myself So I know that I'm streaming live on YouTube as well. But definitely let me know if you can see it or if you can't see it. And I'm definitely still live. Okay, I'm still live. Let me just go out of here and go back in. Okay. All right. Now, chapter 1 and chapter 2 is where we take you through the steps in order to properly structure your business. Now, this course is going to be hands-on. So if you choose to do the course, we are expecting that you will actually do the work. Okay. You'll be part of a private Facebook group with weekly coaching calls. So we're going to actually be taking you through the physical steps in order to get your business registered. So you definitely want to have access to a laptop or a computer. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do from your phone, but you really want to just be able to have access to a laptop. When we begin to dig into these things, you're going to need internet, and you're going to want to be in a place where you have no interruptions. You don't want to be, out and about and on the run, but you can always come back to the group and watch the replays. And all of our live coaching calls will be uploaded into the course, so you can refer back to those coaching calls at any time, right? So chapters 1 and 2 is where we take you through the necessary steps to properly structure your business. Okay. Restricted industries list. We're actually giving you trade secrets here because there's a list of industries and certain keywords that if you put them in your business name is an automatic decline when it comes to lending and funding. Even when you go to open up your business bank account, if the lender sees certain words in your business name, it's going to automatically be a decline. So we're giving you that here. We're giving you that. We're actually showing you how to file your own LLC or corporation with your local Secretary of State. We're telling you how to get your phone set up, how to get yourself listed. So if someone goes to do a search for your business, they can find you. All of these things build credibility. All right, we're showing you how to set up your email address, website. We discuss your licenses, your insurance, and your bonds. Because certain industries out there require a business license, they require you to be bonded, and they require for you to have some type of business liability insurance. Okay. And when you go to apply for credit, the lenders are going to want proof that you have the necessary paperwork as required by your state. Okay. So business code, business plan, your bank book. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. All in course, your business account. Chapter 3, establish business credit reports. We walk you through the steps on how to get that done. We teach you how to check your reports on a monthly basis. Actually, not even on a monthly basis. I check mine every morning. That's part of my business as usual activity. Every morning when I get up, I'm looking at those credit reports because stuff will pop. Where did this come from? What is this? We have to go through these steps because we have to teach you how to read your business reports because they look completely different than your personal credit reports. They look completely different. Completely different. Okay. Now, chapters 4, 5, and 6, chapters 4 through 7. Y'all, I'm stumbling. I got my braces. I really do be trying to talk professionally, but sometimes my braces make me stutter. Okay. Chapters 4 through 7 is where we get into the actual vendors list. We are actually giving you the list of vendors that you're going to apply to that's going to help you to build credit for your business, right? And there is a very specific set of vendors that you're going to get started with. Chapter 6 and 7 is high level building. you can't even get to this point until you have a certain number of reporting on your business report, and we give you that number. We give you the number. We're giving you all the vendors. We're giving you what their minimum purchase requirements are in order for them to even report on your business credit. We're giving you the specific links and contacts that you need to contact to open up these accounts. We're giving you pretty much everything. So we are completely removing the guesswork. And just remember, you'll be part of a group. So everyone's going to be vibing off of each other. People are going to be uploading testimonials, their paperwork, screenshots, all these things, because we're working together towards success. So we have to bounce things off of one another. That's why the group is important, because you want to be able to do this with like-minded people. You don't want to be out here trying to do these things on your own. Chapter 8 is juicy. It's really juicy. If you have a certain type of service-based business, this is where we teach you how to start the process so that you can have access to government contracts. And then we'll have some bonuses in there for you. So this is the class. This is it in a nutshell. We are doing a deep dive into business credit, and that's why it's called a mastery class, because we are doing a deep dive. There's a lot that you can do from the postings that I put into the group. But if you really want to take your business to the next level, I highly recommend that you join the class. Because the only way we're going to get to the next level is to invest in what it is that we're trying to accomplish. And again, we can't do this alone. We just can't. All right. Do you guys have questions for me? Any questions for me? Violet, I'm not sure if you were able to see the live. I just need to know if you guys have questions. Any questions for me? I can hear myself speaking, so I know you all can hear me. I need to know if you guys have questions. Yeah, I'm definitely live. Okay, so let me do one more thing. Let's see. Now the course is currently in pre-sale. It's $199.99. You all can click on the link that I posted earlier today. And this is the link that I posted in the Facebook group. So you all can just sort of check it out. And I'm hoping that you guys can see my screen. I think I'm still sharing. Were you guys not able to see? Okay, let me just go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. Okay, let me just go back to this because I want to make sure that you all can actually see this. Okay, so here's the breakdown of the Business Credit Mastery Overview. And if you go and click on the link, you'll see the same thing. You'll see the exact same thing. This is what you'll see. So when we go through these chapters, we are doing a deep, deep dive into the necessary steps that you have to take to solidify your business and begin to build business credit for your business. Now, let me just let you all in on a little, it's not even really a secret really. So if you don't have a business idea or, something that you're good at, or a gift, talent, or ability that you want to showcase, what I would do if I was in your position is at least come up with a name that would serve as an umbrella, that should you come up with an idea or a product or service down the line, that you can stick it under that umbrella and still build with that, right? There are a lot of people out here that have businesses on file with the Secretary of State, but they are not necessarily operating in those businesses. They are using the business to have access to certain tax credits and deductions that they normally do not have access to when filing their taxes as an individual. So it's like you have to sort of learn how to play the money game, right? You have to play the money game because you have to pay taxes regardless. But if you can use a strategy that's going to help you reduce your taxable income every year to pay less taxes, then guess what? That's what we want to do. We're literally getting taxed to death. So if for some reason you don't have a business, at least get working on the name, and then you can go through the process to build credit for that. And then everything that you do, everything that you purchase is purchased under the business name, and it's considered a tax deduction. Everything that you purchase under the business name or from the business bank account technically is a tax deduction, right? And that's why it's so important to have that business bank account instead of doing everything from your personal account. All right, but this is the breakdown of the course. You guys can go and click on the link that I posted, and this is what you'll see. This is what you'll see. So when you go to the link, you will see the courses that are out there right now. All right, this is the Business Credit Mastery course, and it is currently in pre-order. And trust me, I tell you, I know out here right now, and they are charging a lot more than $199 more. So this price is only good through September 30th at midnight. September 30th at midnight. So I'm hoping that you guys can go ahead and get in. So this is the course in a nutshell. And remember, you have access to a private Facebook group, because we need to be able to do this as a team. When you're doing these types of things, you have to have a support group, because you have to have a support group, and you really want to have accountability partners, because we all want to see, one another succeed. I want to see all of you guys succeed. So that's why being part of the group is so important, because if you're out here by yourself, you won't necessarily hold yourself accountable. It's more beneficial for us to have accountability partners. All right. So if you guys don't have any questions, it's been about 27 minutes. I am going to go ahead and hop off. And if you all have, after this video renders, if you have any questions for me at that time, you can drop them in the group, or you can shoot me. Yeah, drop them in the group. Definitely drop the questions in the group, because someone else might have the same question as you, right? someone else may have the same question as you. Okay, so I just wanted to hop in and just do live Q&A for you guys to see if you had any questions about any of the content that have been posted in the group this month regarding business credit. And if you had any questions about the course that we are launching on October the 1st, it is a business credit mastery course. Very detailed, very extensive, and we have a lot of great content coming your way. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the group, and we will get those questions answered as quickly as possible. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and log off. You guys have a wonderful evening and be blessed.